right, welcome back. I know it's been a minute. I had a surgery. This is Andy with Bourbon and Beer A to Z. Today we are trying both ways. It's an India Pale Lager from, it is from Threes Brewing and Very Old Beer. So thanks Justin for giving me this one to try. I'm looking forward to it. And just let that breathe for a minute. Got a nice color to it. It's kind of a golden color. Normally I drink a little bit darker, but to be honest with you, it was a little warm here in Middle Tennessee today. And we have Very Old Barton, bottled in bond, 100 proof. So bottled in bond is always 100 proof. And thanks to Not Hard of Hearing, we have these awesome skull glasses from Williams-Sonoma. It even comes with a skull ice cube trays. Fantastic. So I'm going to put a little of that on ice. Just a little. It is Monday. Skulls. I have a thing for skulls. Okay. Now, I have tried this before. I have not tried the India Pale Lager. So, for your sake, let's give this a whirl. Let's actually give it a whirl. So this is strong. Very Old Barton is actually a pretty inexpensive bourbon. This 750 came in at about $14. So darn cheap on my scale. But to be honest with you, it's pretty darn nice. So the wheat content is a little up on this. It's not. I'm not a fan of sour mash, so I've already put that out there. So it's not. Sour mash can have like honestly just a sourish flavor, but I thought that this one was awfully nice. Like I said, especially for that price. So it's got some heat on the front end. A little bit of heat to that. It's got, I think the rye content might be pretty good on that. So it's pretty sweet, but it's got some heat to it. So 1792 makes a sweet heat, or a sweet wheat. Anyway, this one's got some heat to it. That ice sort of mellows it, but not a whole lot. This India Pale Lager, let's give it a whirl. So the head is calmed down on that, but it's still pretty nice. It got a good hoppy, but like a citra hop. So this has the citra and sapphire hops to it. It's got a great flavor to it. It's got that citrusy, like almost lemony flavor to it, with that still hops bitterness. So bitter and sour are actually combining pretty well together there. This is one of the better beers I've had in a while. I've had a few recently. This one is really coming across nice. It pairs well with that heat. That citrus flavor is sort of bringing that down a little bit. So there's a little bit of like malt flavor in with that. It's a almost like a Pilsner malt, and but you can really taste those hops in there. Coming across. So it's a 6.5 ABV. Coming across easy on the palate. It got some good bubbles to it, so it still has like a little effervescence there on the tongue. I wouldn't drink this out of the can. I'd actually go ahead and pour it into a glass, let it open up some. Let the nose of that start to work for you. And this Barton, I'm going to keep it on ice. This it's a little strong with just straight. But that sweetness is good. It's just got You know, you can kind of taste its age. It doesn't age as well as some of the other bottled in bond, like the McKenna that I've tried. You know, for $14 a bottle, if you gave this to a friend, unless they knew the name Very Old Barton, you show them the bottled in bond, chances are they're gonna like it. It's out of Bardstown. You know, good stuff. I wouldn't pass it up, but it probably wouldn't be my first choice unless I was tight on cash. You know what? You throw a cube in there, a big cube like this skull ice cube. Throw that in there, and it's a good one. Wouldn't drink it straight. I normally like my whiskey straight. I like something that's drinkable straight. So Very Old Barton, bottled in bond, 100 proof. Good for the price at $14. It's about the cheapest that I've tried. I think maybe the old Granddad was around $18. So you're going to get a nice little buzz for pretty cheap. You can have it at a party as your high proof whiskey pour. Nobody's going to know the difference till tomorrow morning. And both ways, India Pale Lager from Burial and Threes. Good job, guys. Man, this is one of the best beers I've had in a while. Middle of the road bourbon. It's not cheap. It's not a sour mash. It doesn't taste harsh, except for that 100 proof heat. So, thanks, guys, from Burial and Threes for coming out with the India Pale Lager here. Thanks to the guys from Very Old Barton, bottled in bond. This is Andy with Bourbon and Beer A to Z. Have a great night. Drink responsibly.